Pro Wrestling Women's Championship.
You missed. Hey.
Introducing first, the challenger, wrestling out of Detroit, Michigan. She is AK-47, Allysin K.
Well, as the sun begins to set here in lovely Marietta, Ohio, we welcome you to the second half of Freedom Fest 2014. I am Joe Dombrowski, going to be with you for the duration of this broadcast. Chris, it's been a great night thus far, but we're only getting started. 3 big main events yet to come.
Absolutely, and it's great to be back in the saddle with you, Joe.
It's been a long time.
And her opponent, wrestling out of the heart of it all, Akron, Ohio, she is your reigning and defending Remix Pro Wrestling Women's Fury Champion, Sassy Stephie.
One thing Remix Pro Wrestling has been known for, since its inception a number of years ago, has been for some of the most high-profile, competitive women's matchups in independent professional wrestling today. And certainly, Sassy Steph has risen to the occasion as the dominant female, the one to beat in the Fury division as far as women's championships goes. She has beaten some of the best over the past couple of years.
Without a doubt, the Fury Championship being introduced last month, 2 months ago actually, at Throwdown 9, Sassy Stephanie defeating cheerleader Melissa and Athena. No easy task there, so she is the first and only, so far, Women's Fury Champion.
You talk about cheerleader Melissa, one of the most well-known names in the history of women's wrestling here in the United States. And certainly we've seen a lot of very, very talented, very storied careers in and out of this company, talking about the likes of Maria Kanellis, for instance, who was here a number of months back. The competition is so fierce here in Remix Pro Wrestling. I don't think you can find any other wrestling organization that can claim to have a mostly male roster that can boast as deep and diverse a women's division as Remix Pro Wrestling
I
can.
absolutely agree with you, and we've talked about it lots of times. There are no paper champions here at Remix Pro Wrestling. Absolutely, every champion, they get the gauntlet thrown at them. They have to run the gauntlet every time they're out here, and no easy night off. And actually, Sassy Stephie wasn't scheduled to compete. This is an unscheduled defense. She stepped up to the plate. We had some issues. There were some issues with some other talent that could not be here, and Sassy Stephie, being the fighting champion, came in from Montreal and said, I want to do it. Let me defend it.
Yeah, no stranger to stepping up to the challenge. As Allysin K, we have to keep in mind her credentials as well. She's been all over the world. She's been throughout this country time and time again, and she has captured some major victories. She is more than formidable, and we've seen her here before here in Remix Pro Wrestling, and now she's back to solidify her spot here in Remix Pro Wrestling. A win here, certainly a championship win, will make some major headlines.
Allysin K, Shimmer, AIW, Japan. Sassy Stephie, let's not forget, she's a world traveler herself. Same deal, Shimmer. She's been in Ring of Honor, Chikara, a who's who of wrestling companies. And now both women here in Remix Pro Wrestling at Freedom Fest. And we have a nice respect shown at the beginning of this one. Some handshaking, some
Quick
back
roll
and
up.
forth.
Only a count of 1 on that exchange. Smart maneuver in a championship matchup to get your shoulders up as quickly as possible. Situations like this, you don't want to accidentally get caught sleeping.
One thing I can say about Sassy Stephie, she's changed her game a bit. She's gotten a lot more powerful over the last couple of years. She's put on a little more muscle. She's still as agile. She's still very agile, but the power game has added a new element to her fierceness.
Yeah, she's in the best physical shape I've ever seen her in. She's in great mental shape as well. More focused and more determined to get the job done than ever before, and she has to keep her eye on certainly future contenders for the Remix Women's Championship as well. You never know where Marty Bell's lurking.
Not only that, let's not forget that both these women, very short notice on this, neither one had really had enough time to prepare for one another. Sassy Stephie catching her in the corner there, catching Allysin K.
And Allysin Kay has a size advantage. She has certainly a leverage and reach advantage as well. Sassy Steph, never really the tallest of the female athletes, but she makes up for that in her resilience.
A little lower to the ground, a lot more power. And we might have just a one count there. You never know. You never know what you get with these quick pinfalls.
Well, Sassy Steph is fearless. She's an avid ghost hunter in her off time, so that shows you she's not going to back down from any challenge, be it of this world or another.
That's the weirdest fact of the day. Adam Johnson was sitting here spouting out facts, and that's the weirdest one we've heard all day.
Were they facts? Were they?
Yeah, well, for the boss.
Okay. They're facts now, whether we want them to be or not. There's a 2 count. I'm having a good time. I don't know about you, Chris. It's a great outdoor atmosphere. It's going to get deathly serious in a minute because I see this ominous ambulance lurking to my right. There may be a casualty before we're all said and done. But in the ring now, it's Sassy Steph with a crossbody. Another kick out and 1.
Definitely a back and forth match. Like we said, both these women equal experience in the ring. They started wrestling about the same time, and they haven't looked back since.
I couldn't see.
Steph, I believe, took it in the eyes there.
I was just going to say, I was trying to figure out where, oh, here we go.
There's a cover, lax cover there.
We're a little further away from the ring than we normally are, but it seems like, we had this nice contest in the beginning, shaking hands, kissing babies, and now it's kind of broken down a little bit.
Now, are we back here because they can't trust you that close to the ring?
Well, there was an injunction, but I don't think we need to talk about that.
I see.
And no more smiles and handshakes here.
Not in the least.
Allysin Kay, the earrings have come out. I understand that's very offensive.
Is that like the modern day straps coming down?
Yeah, exactly. Should be a good idea.
Reverse chin lock, cinched in by Kay.
No.
Trying to cut the blood supply to the brain via the carotid artery.
Let's not forget the champion's advantage.
Certainly, but not much championship advantage when you're stuck in a hold like this. Those lights go out, that arm drops 3 times, and you're losing your championship.
Speaking of which, where lights going out, we're losing the sun here. I don't know if we have enough. I hope we have enough light. Maybe we have night vision here.
Well, keep in mind, as cover another 2 count, we do have the Prince of Darkness still to come out here. I think he may have something to do with this.
And Sassy Stephie in a bad way here.
5 minutes behind this contest, 5 minutes.
Momentum firmly in the hands of Allysin Kay.
I can't remember the last time I've seen Steph really this much on the defensive.
It was a hell of a contest at Throwdown 9. We had the 3-way dance, and it was just back and forth. And I agree with you. This is the most trouble she's been in since champion for sure.
And amazingly impressive to defeat those odds. You have a 33% chance of winning a 3-way dance. Add the pressure of a championship. Add the experience of the other 2 ladies involved, and certainly not to discredit Sassy Steph, who has been the dominant female, but one woman was going to be not just good enough, but lucky enough in that throwdown, and that certainly was Sassy Steph, but a heck of a consolation prize here, having to deal with the onslaught of Allysin Kay.
Yeah, I did some of the math, and I think it came out to 133 and a third chance of winning.
Something like that.
Something like that.
What number did you just say? What number did
Now
you
taking
say?
official with the taking umbrage with the official, I should say, and it's Steph with a roll up, and there's a 2 count.
Like we talked about it a lot, she's champion for a reason. She can, Sassy Stephie can see a window of opportunity and jump right through it.
Sometimes the ladies get a bit feisty and they get a little distracted. They let their tempers get the best of them.
That's been the story of the night so far. A lot of people getting performers getting distracted by the fans, not only at ringside who have been raucous all night, but some of the officials as well.
And you know especially what they say about a woman scoring.
Hell hath no fury like a woman scoring for second.
This is my top rope move.
And the gloves have just come off. And we've talked about it already, but we started off with handshakes and kisses and hugs and everything, and it's degenerated into rule breaking.
Yeah. Allysin Kay, as I mentioned, was in Remix Pro before, but that was a couple years ago. She's certainly trying to mark her territory.
Sam Smith is out here. I think he marked territory in his pants earlier.
Excuse me? Steph battling back up from underneath. Those forearm strikes. Notice she has to aim upward because of the size discrepancy.
Whoa, gets caught with the discus clothesline.
Yeah, Steph was waiting in the wings, had it scouted. Neckbreaker, nicely done.
These ladies should be thankful they weren't out here wrestling in the heat from earlier. The sun's down, the temperature's going down, but the action staying hot.
Absolutely.
And this crowd vehemently behind Sassy Stephie to get to her feet.
Well, just imagine how crushed Steph will be if her first title defense ends in defeat. She's trying to build a legacy.
A pair of atomic drops here.
Didn't come all the way from Montreal to lose. Takedown into the cover. This could do it. 2 and no. And notice the 1 counts are a thing of the past. The long 2s are setting in.
Sassy Stephie, this is the most momentum she's had in this match so far, and I think she's got to take advantage of it. She's going up to the high rent district. She's on Bad Street here.
Cross body connects beautifully. Hook in the leg. Done. No.
That could have been it. That was a hair away from a 3 count.
And Steph staying relentless. Got caught in a cradle. Gonna do this here. No.
Back and forth. This is what Remix is. This is the most balanced competition you're ever going to see. And she hit, Allysin Kay hits the discus clothesline that time.
Yeah, second time the charm. New champion. No, that was less than a half a count away from history being made here at Freedom Fest.
We have had so many near falls here tonight. This match has been no exception. Big Rick, Adam Johnson, Joe Offenberger trying to bring you the best competition. The best competition you can find anywhere. You're not going to find any imitations. And wait a minute, here.
She's got the championship. Obviously, that's not hers. Troy Davis trying to get the illegal object out of play.
And Allysin Kay looking for the distraction with the referee, but she distracted herself and takes the...
That was Kiss My Sass. That was Kiss My Sass, and Steph retains the championship.
Here is your winner and still Remix Pro Wrestling Women's Fury Champion, Sassy Stephanie.
And Sassy Stephie using the same maneuver that brought her to the dance, the same maneuver that she won the Fury Championship with, she retains it with tonight.
Great effort by Allysin Kay, but Sassy Steph, all the way from Montreal, builds her legacy, retains the championship. Big main events coming up next.
Champion. Never leaving Sassy Stephie. I just made Allysin Kay kiss my sass.